Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Current Affairs series. Today we will discuss about 27th May Current Affairs. Myself, Sunny Sandeep. Welcome to my channel, Gear Up for Group 1 exam. Let us discuss the current affairs. The first one, recovery rate up says Health Ministry. Here we have seen that there is an increased recovery rate. This is about the coronavirus update. Here, India's COVID recovery rate has improved from 26.59% on May 2nd to 41.61% on May 26th. If you have seen that on right side there is a graph that is showing that there is a exponential increasing in recovery rate. Here if you see the case fatality rate, that is CFR, was showing a downward trend from 3.3% as on April 15 to around 2.87% at present, which is among the lowest in the world. Here there is a data from the state health department, that is, according to the data from state health departments, the total number of cases is 1,50,775, including 82,171 active cases. Here recovered cases are 64,259, with deaths are 4,345. There were 6,070 new cases on Tuesday and 175 deaths. That with 1,50,775 cases are up to now. Here that is the only good thing is that is recovery rate is increased from 26.51% to 41.61% as on May 26th. Here this is we have to know about this from this article. Next one, in our Prime Minister announcement, due to that is Atmanirbhar Bharat, in that 20 lakh crore stimulus package, he said that there is a word that is self-reliant or Atmanirbhar or self-reliant India or Atmanirbhar Bharat. Here, how India can be self-reliant? We have to see that how we can become as a self-reliant. What are the advantages or what are the disadvantages by becoming self-reliant? Or in how many sectors or what are the sectors to be improved if you want to become a self-reliant? First of all, there is an absence in domestic production. How we can say that? When COVID-19 cases are started in India, there is no production of personal protective equipments, that is formerly known as a PPE kits. That means there is an absence of domestic production in India. The first point. Here, India's industrial ecosystem was thus characterized by, if you see in a global competition, our India's industrial ecosystem was characterized by low productivity, poor quality and low technology, and was globally uncompetitive. This is the situation of India. In India was the uncompetitive to the global. Why? Because of low productivity, poor quality and low technology. Here, India completely missed the third industrial revolution. What is the meaning of third industrial revolution? What it comprises of? This third industrial revolution comprising electronic goods, microprocessors, personal computers, mobile phones and decentralized manufacturing and global value chains. Here this third industrial revolution is comprises of electronic goods. We have to improve on electronic goods. Now if you see the important or any mobile companies in India, Vivo, Oppo, Samsung, Apple, these are from outside, or that means that companies are from only foreign countries. No, the best Indian company in India is there. No best mobile or smartphone company is not there. Only Micromax and Carbon only there. Here there is also no microprocess manufacturing. Here personal computers also we are using others one, that is HP, Dell and Apple. Here mobile phones also I have given an example. There is a absence of decentralized manufacturing and global value chains. Here we know that one concept, that is LPG. What is the meaning of LPG? That is liberalization and privatization and globalization. LPG meaning liberalization, privatization and globalization. Due to LPG, India has neglected or rubbished the self-reliance concept. Here there are some two needs are there, some two important characteristics should be improved in our India, then only we can be a self-reliant India. The first one, there needs to be a significant government reinvestment in public sector undertaking and R&D, that means research and development. The first and foremost one, that is there needs to be a significant government reinvestment in public sector undertaking and research and development one. And second one, the second idea was that inviting the foreign direct investment, that is FDI. We have seen that concept of FDI and manufacturing by foreign majors would bring new technologies to the India. Here we have to attract more FDI, then only they will come, that foreign companies will come in India, they will manufacture in India, that from that we can develop our jobs and our India also will boost up their economy by FDI only. Here if you see the what are the components or what are the sectors India should concentrate on to become a self-reliant, these are 5G, that is 5th generation. Next one, supercomputing, we have to concentrate on supercomputing. Next one, important concept, that is IoT, that is Internet of Things. And next one, important concept, that is artificial intelligence. Next one, autonomous vehicles, biotech and pharma and other technologies of the 4th industrial revolution. In the previous one I have said that India completely missed the 3rd industrial revolution, that means India completed only 2nd industrial revolution. When it will become this, it will achieve, or when it will become the 4th industrial revolution. That's why we have to concentrate on more these issues like 5G, supercomputing, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicles, biotech and pharma and other technologies of the 4th industrial revolution, that then only we can be a self-reliant India, that is Atmanirbhar Bharat. Next one, no WHO bar on India testing, that is HCQ as a preventive. Here we have seen that as a possible solution for the COVID-19 is HCQ, that is hydroxychloroquine. Here World Health Organization put a bar on solidarity trial only, not on the individual trials like HCQ trials. Here HCQ was the one of 4 drug combinations being tested by a global clinical trial called solidarity trial. Solidarity trial means coming the one or more drugs combining with that makes as a solidarity trial, that is coordinated by the World Health Organization. Here what are these 4 drug combinations? The first one, Remdesivir and Lopinavir, Ritonavir, and third one, Lopinavir or Ritonavir with interferon beta 1A. Here the fourth one, hydroxychloroquine. Here we have to perform the randomized clinical trial, that is the RCT, the most medically legitimate approach. If you want to fight against this COVID-19, we have to perform a randomized clinical trial, that is RCT. Here it is recommending the drug as a preventive for groups that were at the high risk of contracting the infection. I have previously told that this is a possible or solution, possible recovery from COVID-19, only possible solution only, that is using of hydroxychloroquine in a high risk of contracting the infection. Here WHO is not advising stopping all the HCQ trials. The suspension of enrollment applies only to the solidarity trial. Next one, Arogya Setu app is now open source, says government. Here from what we have to know about this article, very important article. Why? Because this is open source. First of all, before going to know about this article, we have to know what is the open source. Suppose I or government developed any app or any application, that is stored in a Apple Store or Play Store. If it is in a closed source means there is no modifications, no suggestions, nothing are allowed. That means if any bugs or any vulnerabilities, we have seen that there is a bugs or some security issues raised concern over by one ethical hacker last week. If it is in a closed source, that we cannot modify or we cannot give suggestions from our talented youth in India. That's why government came up with the Arogya Setu app is now in open source. That means we can give suggestions or we can find out any bugs or we can find out any vulnerabilities involved in this open source. Here, with the release of the source code in the public domain, we are looking to expanding the collaboration and leverage the expertise of top technical brains among us, the talented youth and citizens of our nation, and to collectively build a robust and secure technology solution to help support the work of frontline health workers in fighting this pandemic together. That's why if you put in this open source or if you put this source code in a open domain, then we can get suggestions or get loopholes or vulnerabilities from our talented youth and citizens of our nation. Here, while the source code of, then you will get a one doubt. What is that? While sir, you said this is available, then where it is available? While the source code for the Android version of the application will be available for review on GitHub only. Very very important word, GitHub. Here, what is the impact or what is the impact for this? That is, the step will have a positive impact on the privacy of Indian users. This will improve the transparency on how data is used, improve security by minimizing bugs, and empower experts to improve the app via public contributions. If any app is used for the entire, then we have to give some contributions from public contributions. Then only it will effective or it will with no vulnerabilities. Here there is a who find out any vulnerabilities or who are giving most welcome suggestions. They have a bug bounty. That means the program will be open to Indian and foreign nations, but only Indians will be eligible for rewards offered under the scheme. There is a reward scheme, that is big bug bounty, that is offered by our government only. This is only will be open to Indian and foreign nations, but only Indians will be eligible for the reward of that one. That's why government is encouraging to find out any suggestions or to give any suggestions or to find out any vulnerabilities in this Arogya Setu app. Next one, fisheries scheme has no relief component. Here in 20 lakh crore stimulus package, there is a scheme for that. There is an announcement for the PM Matsya Sampada Yojana, that is Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. Here 20,000 crores for a fisherman through the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. In that, silent features are important. Some important topics are, some important characteristics are: critical gaps in fisheries value chain are to be reduced. Government will launch the PM MSY for integrated, sustainable, inclusive development of marine and inland fisheries. 11,000 crore for activities in marine, inland fisheries and aquaculture. 9,000 crore for infrastructure, fishing harbors, cold chain and etc. Cage culture, seaweed farming, ornamental fisheries, as well as the new fishing vessels. Traceability laboratory network will be the key activities. Provisions of ban on period of support to the fishermen during the period fishing is not permitted. Here personal and boat insurance also is there. Will lead to the additional fish production of 70 lakh tons over 5 years. Empowerment to the over 55 lakh persons. Double exports of 1 lakh crore. Here focus on islands, Himalayan states, northeast and aspirational districts. But in this article we have to know that this scheme is focused on infrastructure investments that will help fish workers to boost their economy, but is lagging financial assistance is required. That it means fisheries scheme has no relief component. That means no financial assistance is announced is there. Announcement is not there. Here another important concept, that is article: GDP to contract by 5% in financial year 2021. Here said by CRISIL. First we have to know that what is the CRISIL? Credit Rating Information Systems of India Limited. Credit Rating Information Systems of India Limited. Here, rating agency CRISIL expects India's economy to shrink by 5% during the current financial year as the nationwide lockdown crippled the economic activity. This is despite agriculture acting as a cushion. There is some improvement in agriculture, but it is not sufficient to boost the economy. That's why there is a contraction by 5% in a GDP. That means gross domestic product. Here CRISIL is saying that CRISIL said the government's economic package of 20 lakh crore is enough muscle. The package has some short-term measures to cushion the economy, but sets the sights majorly on reforms, most of which will have payoffs only over the medium term only. We know that this package is only for short-term goals only, not for the medium term and long-term goal. This is enough muscle for our present situation, present COVID-19 situation. Next one, I promised to make a previous paper analysis. That is, in our analysis, our question is considering the following statements about PVTGs, that is located in India, particularly vulnerable tribal groups. Options are: PVTGs reside in 18 states and 1 union territory. A stagnant or declining population is one of the criteria for determining PVTGs, that means tribal groups. There are 95 PVTGs officially notified in the country so far. Irregular and Kondareddy tribes are included in the list of PVTGs. Here, how we will answer this question? By knowing PVTGs only, that means particularly vulnerable tribal groups only. If you know that about that, then only we will answer this question. I will give some brief introduction about or brief discussion about that one. Later I will make one video. Please stay tuned to my channel, Gear Up for Group 1 exam. I will give a detailed analysis or detail how many are the officially PVTGs are there, or what are that PVTGs like irregular or Kondareddys, or how many states are located in these PVTGs. I will make a detailed analysis. Please stay tuned to my channel. I will give now some brief introduction, that is PVTGs reside in 18 states and 1 union territory. Why? Because it is for a stagnant declining population is one of the criteria for to determining the PVT status. Here there are only 75 PVTGs up to now. 75 PVTGs officially notified in the country so far by the Minister of Tribals. Here irregular PVTG is related to Tamil Nadu and Kondareddy is related to Andhra Pradesh. From that we can put an answer as a 1, 2 and 4. That means C is the right option. With this we can conclude our video. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to my channel, Gear Up for Group 1 exam. Thank you and bye bye.